Welcome to Boond Soch ki Tea Talk Train of Thought. In fact, in each and every episode, we try and bring the prominent personalities on the stage so that they can share their experience with the target audience to draw meaningful learning. Now, this episode we are going to cover as far as education which is concerned. If you will see, the management education has evolved over the past 70 years. The economic liberations of the 1990s and the rapid economic development which has witnessed a substantial demand for an MBA education, which has paved the way to the various public and the private institutes to offer an MBA across. And MBA have mushroomed left and right. Okay, and there are the actual weaknesses also, and there are the many challenges across. We talk in terms of current wave, which is the pandemic and post pandemic. There's a technical or disruptive influence which is there, and the pandemic have exposed the weakness of a management education. So today on this Tea Talk, Boond Soch, we have got a prominent personality, Dr.H.S.Cheema Iyengar, director of one of a premium institute in India, that's JBIMS. Sir, welcome to Tea Talk, Boond Soch, and so nice of you for spending your valuable time and being part of this particular show. Small introduction of Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar. Basically, if you will see, his area of an interest is basically in strategic management, international business, marketing strategies, reinventing the business module. And overall, I think, sir, I've got about 22 years of an experience in corporate and in academia. And he has been a visiting faculty to IIM Indore, Sambalpur, NITI. If you will see, like basically as far as PhD which is concerned, he guided on about 11 students. And he's on the advisory board of various journal of business retail and the marketing business management. And he has authored 12 books. Some of the prominent books are on mall management, strategic retail management, and cases in retail management which are there. And the various papers, research paper, what he had published, the articles, the case studies at the national and the international level. And Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar is also a consultant in the strategic marketing and the retail strategies and the various awards as far as academic excellence is concerned, what he had received. Sir, once again, welcome to Boond Soch Tea Talk.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, I think when we talk in terms of JBIMS, that's an leadership hub, that's a factory of an CEO in the management circle, which is known as, and various prominent personalities. We talk in terms of Uday Kamath, Uday Kotak, managing director of an Kotak Mahindra Bank, former MD Vinita Wali from Britannia Industries, and former MD Chanda Kochar from ICICI, and now Dr. Srinivasan heading one of a premium institute in India, that is JBIMS. So, कैसा feel of that?
Thank you, sir, for inviting me. In fact, I'm happy to meet you. In fact, I remember I met you first time at the University of Sarawak. Even though we are from Mumbai, my first meeting, if you remember, 2009. I met you at KL, Kuching, Malaysia.
Kuching, Malaysia.
So I'm happy to be there in the part of Tea Talk. I have seen earlier episodes. You are doing a fabulous work. First, I thought I'll appreciate your quality good work.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and feeling become a director of Jamnalal Bajaj. Absolutely feeling happy, and it's a great opportunity.
Correct.
To prove or maybe take an opportunity to. Institute is already well built institute.
Correct.
They are one of the finest B school.
Correct.
But always there is a scope for better improvement. So I will take that opportunities.
Yeah.
And thanks to our entire university team is absolutely approachable. Mm-hmm. They are helping us. Honorable Vice Chancellor, PVC. They have a certain mission for the Jamnalal Bajaj, even our own alumni. Mm-hmm. Because ours is one of the very old institutes, started in 1965.
Correct. So one thing, like you seems to have come from a small town, like and how you make it big in the city of say this is a dream city in Mumbai, and now I think making a big into the academic circle, like Can you share your journey from your town till now, how it was?
That is fabulous story. I don't know. It's a destiny of God. In fact, I still remember I passed out my MBA from Kanchi University. I'm basically from Kanchipuram.
I see.
That is 70 kilometers from Chennai.
Uh-huh.
And I thank one of my mentors, Honorable Mr. V. Shankar, SIS trustee. And because they had a campus in New Bombay, and that is at Nerul.
And then, yeah.
And after my MBA, I'm just looking out for the job. So I came to Nerul and I came along with the Pandits because they used to do Atrudram. In the month of December, there is a big Hanuman temple. I came along with the Brahmins to coordinate with them from the Kanchipuram. 100 plus Brahmin came. So thanks to Satara Jagdish Bhatt, one of my mentor, he introduced to V. Shankar sir and said, this guy from Kanchipuram, you have to make them arrangements, some jobs. And I don't know where to stay. In fact, I was staying in SAS school campus for almost a week.
Achha, so V. Shankar, okay, fine. Oh, he is a one of a trustee of an SAS.
That's the destiny. I started my journey and I don't know what to do. Then he asked me to immediate job was system admin. So I started my career as a system admin in the year 2000.
Oh.
And today from the same institute, almost couple of people did doctorate with me under my guidance. The institute where I started as a system admin.
System admin, yeah.
And from there I moved to, thanks to Dr. Sengupta, he made me first because I was teaching, because I used to manage the computer lab systems. One of the lecture was supposed to taken by one internal faculty, she came late. One of the MDP program for Glenmark. Glenmark. And Sengupta sir said, Srini, why don't you just go and engage the participant by the time faculty comes? She can carry forward the session. Because he identified I can do something because I always helpful to the student, those who do projects in the classroom. Unfortunately, the faculty never turned up. I had to manage the entire session. Unfortunately, the feedback came better. So immediately Sengupta sir made me into system admin to faculty associate. That's my first beginning in the teaching.
So I would say that was a first Boond Soch where you started your actually academic career in teaching, like, you know.
Teaching.
Oh, good.
Which I never destined or which I never thought of it, but God destined that. I strongly believe the God. So that's my journey from Kanchipuram to Nerul, and I was staying in a paying guest in Boond. Fortunately, where I'm staying now become Boond resident still. I have my own flat and all. From there I moved to lecturer. Then KJ Somaya, one of my turning point in my career. Because my mentors PV Narasimham and Suresh Gai, and they were head of Somaya. They said, Srini, can you take a retail management program? If you coordinate, we'll sponsor your PhD. I really thank to Somaya Group because they sponsored my PhD program. My all admin plus teaching skills started real from Somaya because I literally was managing the retail program which they started for diploma. I made them into full-fledged AICT approved PGDM program. That journey happened 2005 to 10. Then after my doctorate, I moved to Vivekananda. I was head of PhD there, and I was a professor come dean of the PhD research program. I started the center from scratch, and reasonably did a good work. Then finally, destined happened to be in Bajaj. Bajaj is always destination, happy to everyone. I joined there as associate, but I moved. Professor come director now. That's my short beginning of journey of 2 decades in Mumbai.
Oh, great. I think on this TikTok platform where the experts they come, they share their journey. Now in case of Dr. Srinivasan, he came from a small town and the beginning from where he made, like his first job was a back-end job which was there. But having a desire and the skill set, like, you know, maybe in terms of communicating and interacting, he got an opportunity to deliver one session in one of an institute, and today see how the destiny have turned, and maybe whatever his efforts and the skill sets which are required, and today is one of an dynamic director, I would say a young director of an JBIMS. Sir, I think you've worn various hat, like let it be professor, head of a PhD or center, and now as an director, like which has been the most satisfaction one? Like,
if you enjoy everything is satisfaction. The reason is because today I become a director, there is a part of teaching. Only thing administrative job. Earlier I used to focus only on academics. Today I am getting a wide opportunity. When you become a director, we come to know exactly nitty-gritty of running an entire campus, starting from admission to placement, and a good research center. So that's much more interesting and challenging because there is a scope good for opportunity to turn around.
Correct.
Even though Jamnalal Bajaj is the best brand, still there is a huge scope for improvements.
Go for improvement. Yeah. Did you ever thought of getting into an education while you were there in your college and doing your
Honestly, no.
graduation?
No. I don't want to say that. I never thought of never in academics. But I strongly believe that Sudharma, do your duty, whichever you get in your work, with the commitment. Everybody is bound to do better.
Okay.
Even though I am not planned for academician, but now I enjoy this profession thoroughly.
Yes.
The reason many people ask this question, why you are in the profession of teaching at this age? In fact, I tried in corporate too. In fact, today I do training to corporate at VPs and president level on the area of strategy, resilience, business agility. These are all my topics when I do corporate training. The one thing great about this teaching profession, sharing a knowledge as well as wisdom. And one profession where multiple portfolio and domain is teaching. I'll tell you how it is. That's what I always say is the tree, which have multiple ramification, but still it's a part of the tree. It has fruits to flowers to everything, but leaf to. But the cross root is stem. I don't want to call it core competence. I don't want to say this strategy word. I'm putting it in layman language simple. If you have to be in the teaching profession, you should be a good teacher.
Okay.
How do you become a good teacher? Unless until we don't interact with the industry, because especially in B school, if you are going to teach the future leader, an academician should have the connect of industry.
Industry, yes, sir.
But now most of the people start teaching beginning directly in academia.
That's
how do you want to address that gap? You can't expect everybody, all corporate, to come and teaching. That is one other area. Because in the teaching at business school, normally there are 2-3 different professions of teachers, categories. Full-time faculty, adjunct faculty, visiting faculty.
Correct.
You don't know how to balance it.
Correct.
But end of the day, full-time faculty will start teaching as a for profession.
Correct.
Like us. I may not have a rich corporate experience. I have done few years in corporate. But today I'm going to corporate and teaching them what is the future.
Correct.
Without that much corporate connect. Because of my research skill. That research will help you to bridge the gap between industry and institute interface. That 3I approach.
Correct.
So if you have a good research skill,
correct.
Academician, you are moving into one more feather in your hat. Researcher.
As a researcher.
When you do good research, obviously you should have a good quality publication. Now you may become a publisher.
Correct. And now, in fact, a wonderful story of Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar, maybe one thing we have seen, whoever comes on this T-Talk platform, when we talk in terms of plan journey, most of the experts who are on this particular channel, it's at the initial stage, it's not planned, but one thing which is there, their commitment, dedication, honesty, and they want to do their karma. And once you start doing your karma and you go through the learning curve, then that's the place where the expertise come. Now, I think with Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar, there will be a series of an episode what we're going to have with him. Now, in our next episode, we're going to catch up with him about his leadership style as far as the JBIMS which is concerned, and how that is different from the other B school which is there. So, thanks a lot for being part of an first episode of an on T-Talk Boond Soch. And it's an interesting journey from where you have started from a small town till now. I think stay tuned to T-Talk Boond Soch to catch up with Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar in our next episode. Till then, keep on watching T-Talk Boond Soch. Go to www.ttalk.net, like and subscribe the channel as much as you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thanks. Thank you.